WIUR Radio.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm John Seguin, and welcome to Beyond the Scoreboard here with Chris. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Doing all right, Johnny. How about yourself?
I'm doing well.
It's good to be back. Episode 2. Last week, successful first episode. So thank you everybody for watching last week, and we got a fun episode planned today, right, Johnny?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the New York Yankees, the New York Mets. We're going to talk about moving into October now. So, Chris, let's dive into the Mets real quick. So first, we have to talk about it. Let's talk about this weekend. Come on.
What is there to talk about, though? That's the thing. What is there positive to talk about?
We still have to talk about it.
All right. All right, Mets fans. I even know how to begin this. It's hard as a fan to even talk about the New York Mets, but we do got to talk about them. So, first of all, where were you guys on Sunday when we officially lost a playoff spot, guys? That is the main story of discussion. I mean, my Lord. I was at that game Tuesday, Johnny, and when they took 2 out of 3, when they won that first game, I was like, okay, here we go. We're gonna make it to the playoffs. Like, this is good.
And then, unfortunately, it all went downhill from there.
And it went downhill from there. You know, taking 2 out of 3 from the Padres was huge, absolutely huge, because they're second in that wild card spot. And then come the weekend, and that's when everything went.
Friday's game was not great either.
We won.
You won, but it wasn't
perfect.
No.
I mean, my Lord, Jose Siri, like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Bro's like juggling the ball and he's just missing it. He got booed like a bunch of times. I mean, those boos were like raining down. And then I was at that game Saturday, and oh my Lord, they could just not hit. They could not hit.
That happens with the Mets in September, though. If historically the Mets in September cannot hit, it's like the Yankees in July. They can't hit ever.
I was so bad. I mean, I was sitting there like they had runners on first and second, probably every inning, and they could just not score whatsoever. I mean, Nolan McClain pitched okay, went 5 innings, as expected. The bullpen held up. But, I mean, some of these throws that Alonso's been doing, and this has been a problem for most of the season, these lollipop throws, he's got to stop. He's got to stop doing these lollipop throws. I mean, just throw the ball to first. The amount of times that he's done these lollipop throws, example, he did one with Singa, and that's how Singa got hurt.
Yeah, I don't understand why he does that, to be honest. I was at that game when Singa got hurt, and he did that. It was not smart.
I don't know what his problem is with doing that. Just throw the ball. That's all you got to do. Just throw it. Get the out.
Alonso's a much better hitter than he's a fielder.
He is 100%. I mean, he's definitely one of the top power hitters in baseball. That's definitely for sure. I mean, he's got, I think, like 30-something home runs. I don't think he's going to get 40. Maybe if we're lucky.
No. I mean, I think Soto hit 40 this week, though,
He
right?
did, yeah. So congratulations to Juan Soto, career high, 42 home runs. So that's something positive you like to see. I mean, everybody thought he was going to have a down year, but 42 home runs, career high. So congratulations to Soto, 100 RBIs. So love to see that first year for the Mets. Thought, okay, he's probably going to hit 30, maybe give you 80, 90 RBIs, but 42 is pretty damn good for his first year.
It's good for him, too. Because he usually has a slump in like July that
Definitely.
sets him off to not even do anything.
Yeah.
Close to 40.
Yeah. But so love to see that. And then Saturday's game, I mean, oh my God, the extra innings was just, that was brutal. I mean, that inside the Parker home run, like what? Mullins, first of all, I got something to say about Mullins. Mullins, I dislike you. Seriously. I just do not like, when we traded for him, everybody's like, oh my God, this is going to be a good defensive player. We're going to, he's going to hit some home runs. He's going to provide better defense. His defense has just not been good. I mean, he just sucks at batting as well. And when that ball went over his head and I saw that inside the Parker home run, I'm like, oh my Lord.
Is that the one where he tried to catch it and then it fell?
Yes.
That's the one. No,
yes, that was the one. That was the one.
That was a pathetic play. It was a very pathetic play.
That was that's Cedric Mullins for you, all in a nutshell, guys. He's just not that great.
That reminded me of Game 5 of the World Series last year.
And then we lost as per Mets usual, and we go into Sunday's game saying if we take 2 out of 3 from them, we will continue to hold on to that spot. Of course, Cincinnati won on Saturday, so that didn't really help. You go into Sunday's game. You got Sean Manaea pitching, who I don't know what's been up with him, but ever since the injury, because he came back from injury, he's just been off the rails. Like he just has not been good all season. Then you had the piggyback, Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes did pretty good for the piggyback. And then Manaea gives up I think it was like a 2-run homer or solo shot to some guy who has hit 3 home runs in the entire season. 3 home runs in the entire season. He gives up a home run to somebody that's batting, I think, like not even 200.
And this was Clay Holmes who gave this?
That was Sean Manaea.
Manaea, okay.
And oh my Lord. And then, the Mets showed fight, tried to come back. And then it was 3-2. And you're like, all right, well, let's see if they can actually win against these Nationals, because they have to win regardless. Because if they lose, they're out of the wild card.
Right.
Jacob Young. Man, oh man, I do not like you. Those 2 catches are just, they're out of this world, man. I mean, the one with Alvarez, that was just, as a Mets fan watching that was just awful. Absolutely brutal. Brutal.
Well, you got me up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hear myself, so.
Try now.
There we go. Well, when you say brutal, you must be talking about the Mets, Jets, or Giants.
Oh,
right?
We're talking about the Mets right now. Yeah.
Professor
The
Demerkis.
Mets are choking away another season. I remember covering them in 2007. They had 17 games left, and they blew a 7-game lead to the Phillies. They choked it away in 2008 with Jerry Manuel. This team lives on choking and disappointing their fans. It's a life of misery. You need to be in Prozac, it seems like, if you're a Mets fan.
Yeah, it's tough road.
It's unfortunate.
Tough road to be on.
So how are you enjoying the podcast?
Oh, it's been
great.
It's great. I love having my own opinions, and it's fun doing this. With Johnny, he's
Definitely.
a Yankees fan. I'm a Mets fan, so we get to have that back and
Get the
forth.
rivalry there.
Yeah. The Yankees will squeak into the playoffs, but maybe get to the championship. But this team, I don't think, is meant to go deep.
No, they might win. They'll be lucky if they win the division series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last year it was easy path to the World Series. This year it's not going to be so easy.
No,
it's going to be much tougher. It's going to be much tougher. Yeah, the Met fans are pretty gloomy today.
Very gloomy. 6 games left to play, and it's in our destiny now. There's no, we're relying on the Reds to lose to the Pirates.
And suddenly the Juan Soto move doesn't look so great. The Yankees got Bellinger for like a third of the price, I'd say. And
you're right.
Numbers are about the same pretty much. And Bellinger's a way better outfielder than
That's
Juan Soto.
100%.
Yeah.
Soto is not a good not as well as a fielder as he is a hitter.
No, he fit in well into the Yankee lineup. I think he should have stayed with the Yankees, because the Yankee Stadium was made for your generation. He was kind of what Reggie Jackson was for my generation.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of player.
No, definitely.
Didn't have the best stats like Aaron Judge or other players that like Mike Schmidt had better numbers, but Reggie was always there in the key moments of of a game and had that stardom about him. Numbers, if you look at the numbers of Reggie's years and Soto's years, about the same though. So he was very, very similar player to Reggie was in the 70s.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
but well, anyway, enjoy your podcast. I thought I'd just jump in a couple of minutes, talk to you guys, and see how you're doing.
Thank you.
Thanks for
All right.
coming,
Thank you for
Burgess.
coming.
Chiming out here, Mike Demergis.
But yeah, so gloomy days for the Mets fans, especially, and we'll see what happens. It's tough. It's absolutely tough. You know, looking at these stats here, I just want to go back. The Mets rotation through the first 65 games of 2025. Listen to these numbers, folks. Kodai Senga, 1.59 ERA. David Peterson, 2.80 ERA. Griffin Canning, who got hurt, 2.90 ERA. Clay Holmes had a 2.95 ERA.
That's surprising.
Tyler McGill had a 3.77 ERA. And the New York Mets had 4 starters with a sub 3 ERA through the first 65 games for the first time since 1985. Believe that? The first 65 games of the season, the Mets pitching was actually good.
Right. Before the All-Star break, they were actually a valid contender that was going to go to the World, at least the postseason.
Definitely, yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. The All-Star break, the team just fell apart.
It did. I mean, another stat here, going back to April, the Mets are the first team in modern era since 1901 to have their starting pitchers allow fewer than 15 runs, 13 runs allowed, and no homers in their first 11 games, home games of a season. Shows you that this pitching was absolutely clutch. And you know what's also misery? This weekend at Citi Field, us Mets fans, we set a single season attendance record at Citi Field with 3,182,057 fans. Imagine that. 3 million fans came to Citi Field this season to support the Mets because of how hyped Juan Soto was and how there was so much aspiration and excitement and expectations for this team.
People also came for that giant scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just for them to miss the playoffs. I have no words, to be honest with you. It just makes me mad to be a Mets fan right now. Sitting here, how they were 45-27, right? They were top of the division.
Yeah.
June came, and it was just a June swoon because Mets fans and everybody knows the June swoon for the Mets. Ever since that Tampa Bay series went down. It went down, 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 down. This team has no chemistry whatsoever. You look at that 2024 team, they had so much chemistry. And you look at this 2025 team, Johnny. When you know that this team is down, and this is this year, when you know this team is down, there's no shot they're coming back.
No,
you know the game is over.
It's in the Mets. Once they start losing, they usually don't win.
Yeah, you pack your bags, you're gone, on to the next game. When it was the 2024 team, you knew right away that this team was going to come back in some shape, way, or form. You knew that Lindor was going to come up with a big hit, or Iglesias was going to come up with a big hit. You knew even by 2 to 3 runs that this team was going to come back and win the ball game.
I never, honestly, in all seriousness, I never thought they were going to win a wild card last year. I never thought that they would make it as far as they did.
I didn't think either. You know, just squeaking into the playoffs, I thought so too. I thought it was going to be a one and done. I absolutely thought. But that just shows you the team chemistry that this team said, hey, I got y'all backs. We're going to do this together, and we're going to somehow figure this out together. That's what last season's team was. This year, I don't even see it. I don't see – they have no chemistry. When they built this roster up, they tore apart – I wouldn't say the culture, but they tore apart a good season. Like, the team chemistry, all the players were bonding last year. This year, it doesn't seem like they're, like, bonding as well or nothing. They blew up the entire core, not the entire core, but they blew up that chemistry that helped them get as far as they did last year into the postseason. It's just tough, man. I mean, it's so sad. I mean, also the way they're losing these games is just it mind boggles me. I mean, look at these deals that another thing, our GM. I'm speaking directly to the camera on this one. You got to stop with these projects. Seriously, you got to stop with these 1-year deals. Oh, because we're the New York Mets. We got the pitching lab. We can fix this guy and this guy. You got to stop doing that. You're in New York. You have Steve Cohen.
You gotta get real pitchers.
You got to get real
gotta really
pitchers.
get real
You
pitchers.
can't just take some guy off the street and say, "Oh, I can fix him." That's what David Stearns is doing.
I'm referring to Clay Holmes right now.
I am referring to Clay Holmes, and I'm referring to Frankie Montas because he thought, okay, well, if I sign this guy, I got the pitching lab. I can tweak some of his pitches and see what goes wrong, and then he could turn into an ace-like pitcher.
To this day, I still don't understand why the Mets signed Clay Holmes.
That's a freaking David Stearns move because he thought, well, if I can turn him into a starter and fix some of his problems, boom, I can become a. I mean, look.
Yeah, you do that, but the pitcher cannot. He cannot go 5 innings. That's the
Exactly,
problem.
he can't.
He literally cannot go even 5 innings.
He can't. He just barely gets through 5 innings. And there were some starts this season where he did, somehow maybe make it through 6 because of a low pitch count. But I mean, besides the Juan Soto contract, which by the way, if it wasn't for Steve Cohen, we would not get Juan Soto. Because David Stearns would not.
He would have went back to the Yankees.
David Stearns would not give that type of contract, 15 years, $765 million. That is not a David Stearns type of move.
He would have went back to the Yankees.
100%.
Got the $700 million for 10 years.
If it wasn't for Cohen telling Stearns, listen, I want this guy. This is my player.
Cohen would have given him $1 billion if it went to that because he wanted Juan Soto.
Dude, I think all said and done, I think like the contract is worth like $800 million with like stuff. I forget what like incentives and stuff built into it.
Well, he's got a box apparently too, right?
Yeah, he's got a box. He's got the planes, and I don't even know what else
It's like
this guy's got.
It's unofficially like an $800 million contract. It's insane.
When you look at these contracts, John, oh my Lord.
These contracts are getting out of control right now. The problem, that's another problem with Major League Baseball as a whole right now. The fact that these contracts, starting with Shohei Ohtani, these contracts cannot keep going like this because these underappreciated teams, like I don't know, like a team like the Oakland Athletics,
Right.
They can't afford all these players,
Right.
So someone in the headquarters of Major League Baseball has to restructure these contracts because it's getting out of control.
And that's why they want to add in the next CBA the I think it was when Rob Manfred's going to like the different clubhouses and talking about how they need a salary cap. There you go.
Right.
That's a big issue that they want to address in the next CBA is having a salary cap so that way other teams, like you said, the Oakland Athletics and the White Sox and all other teams who don't have rich owners can afford players. Now, if that happens, you have owners like the Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers.
I mean, even look at it. Even a team that's affluent. Look at a team like Boston. They had to pull out of the Soto
they
trade
did.
because they couldn't afford $700 million. $700 million is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money that you don't see a lot. And going back to the Mets for a second, the contracts that Stearns gave out this year is as follows. Alonso, 2-year deal, which is technically worth a 1-year deal because he's going to opt out of it because why not? Manaev, 3-year deal, which I loved. When they signed Manaev back, I was so happy. He did so well for us in that 24 season. But this year, obviously, he sucks. Typically, every Met pitcher has. Also with injury. Holmes, a 3-year deal, which again, why would you give him 3 years?
I'm sorry, they signed him a 3-year deal?
Yes, 3
I thought it was a 1-year deal.
Nope. AJ Minter, 2-year deal, and he's gone. He's Tommy John. Winker, 1-year deal, which that was a complete waste because somebody brought back from the 24 season, but played April and May and is done for the rest of the year. We probably will not re-sign him. And Ryan Stanek. Get this guy off my team. Please, dear Lord, get him off my team. He is the worst pitcher. And this is another problem with the Mets and Mendoza. Last year, Mendoza pushed every single button and it was right. This year, every button that Mendoza has pushed has been wrong. It seems like Ryan Stanek and freaking what's his name? Carlos Mendoza, they must have a love life or something, because that seems to be the go-to pitcher out of the bullpen for everything is Ryan Stanek. And he absolutely sucks.
Yep.
Sucks.
Yep.
Why are you bringing in Ryan Stanek in like the 6th inning in like a 1-run ball game? I mean, look at these stats. 4-6 record, 5.17 ERA, 57 strikeouts, a 1.56 whip.
Why are you still on the team? You have a 5.17 ERA.
They should have cut him. I don't know why he's still on this team, but they're paying him.
What are they paying him?
It's definitely, I think it's got to be like a 1 year.
It's probably not much.
It's definitely not much. It's definitely not much. 1 year deal, 450, 4 million.
Okay.
1 year, $4 million.
That's not terrible. That's not.
Yeah, he's gone. You know what? We're gonna pull up the Mets roster right now, because let me tell you something. Do I have any hope that they're making the playoffs? No, absolutely not. I have no hope that they're not making it.
Okay.
We're banking on the fact that the Reds have to lose to the Pirates. They have to lose to the Pirates in order for us to make it into the playoffs. And we face the Cubs starting tonight, where the Cubs just got swept by them. They absolutely just got swept by them.
And the Cubs have the wild card spot right now.
Yeah, they do. And by the way, both San Diego and the Cubs have both clinched a playoff berth. So they're
Right.
both in.
And
San Diego and Cubs, they're in.
And right now it's looking like I gotta switch for a second to the Yankees. It's looking like the Yankees are going to take the wild card spot right now.
100%.
It's nothing's guaranteed yet. But so far you have your AL leaders are Toronto, Seattle, and Detroit.
Right.
So, and then right behind them would be the Yankees. So, and then your NL leaders wild card are Cubs, San Diego, Cincinnati. So Cincinnati has to lose for the Mets to even clinch a spot.
Yeah, because they own the tiebreaker, because we
Right.
faced them earlier this month. And of course, the Mets always met and we lost 2 out of 3. If we had the tiebreaker, that would be so much different. But of course,
The Mets are 6.5 games behind San Diego right now?
yeah, we're gonna make, if we make it, we're just gonna barely make it at the last day. It's gonna be one of those things.
It's gonna be literally last season. You have to last day of the season. You figure out if you're in or not.
But the problem is now we have to scoreboard watch. That's what we have to do. We have to scoreboard watch and win games. We literally have to win, if I did my math correctly, 5 out of the next 6 games. We literally have to take 2 out of 3 from the Cubs, and we have to take 2 out of 3 from Miami.
And let's just clarify, there are only 6 games left in the season.
Yeah, 6 games left in the season, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's it.
There are literally.
That's it.
So you have to win more than half of the games.
More than half the games. And with this roster and everything, I just don't see it. I really don't. This pitching has sucked all year. You're banking on the rookies to help you, which, by the way, they may help you. They're going to help. But when this offense can't hit pitching, they're making like pitchers that have like a 5 ERA look like a Cy Young winner. How? How is that possible? It just mind boggles me that this team, with the payroll they have, you know how much of a laughingstock Cohen is right now?
Yeah, he's been a laughingstock since he signed $765 million.
He is the laughingstock of New York. Think about it. If you're Steve Cohen, right? Or you're baseball, right? $300 million payroll. Juan Soto contract. The biggest baseball contract ever. Not even the biggest baseball contract. The biggest North American pro sport contract in history. And you're telling me that you guys are going to miss the playoffs? This is year 5 for Cohen, mind you. And in those 5 years, the only decent year we had was last year. 2020, we missed. 2021, missed. 2022, we had the division for almost the entire season. Of course, the Mets always met, and we lose a division. 2023, miss. 2024, had a miserable start to the season, but somehow had a magical end to the season.
I still don't know how you guys did it.
And here we are, year 5, 2025, where we're probably going to miss the playoffs. A team with Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor missing the playoffs in 2025. And mind you, we also had the best record to begin the season. To begin the season, we had the best record.
Right. You literally had the best record in baseball.
We had the division and everything.
Yeah.
When we had that August series, the end of August, when the Phillies came to Citi Field, we were like 4 games back of the Phillies. I thought, okay, we actually have a shot at getting this division. But of course, what did the Mets do? The Mets always met. It's like the Jets. The Jets always Jets. The Mets always met. Anything with Ets sucks. The Jets suck. Mets suck. I mean, I don't even know what New York team right now, maybe the Yankees, can actually help New York actually like.
Oh, you want to talk about one New York team that actually can help New York? The answer is Buffalo.
Well, there we
The
go.
answer is
Buffalo.
That's it.
At this point, Buffalo 3-0. But I mean, back to the Mets roster for a second. I can tell you every single player, if the Mets don't make the playoffs, that's going to be gone next year. Here we go. Brazelbaum, gone.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Diaz, maybe. He's got an opt-out.
I don't understand why they keep him, though.
I don't know. Ryan Helsley, he's been completely awful. I mean, my Lord. I mean, when you have people who are batting 200 and are about to hit 102 mile per hour fastball and know it's coming, you got a problem. He's gone. Clay Holmes is staying. Richard Lovelady. I don't even know half these Mets pitchers. I don't even know where do they come
I don't even
from?
think Lovelady pitched 5 times this year.
Where do these players even come from? That's what I want to know. Richard Lovelady.
I know he definitely pitched, but he didn't pitch that much.
9.31 ERA. 9.31 ERA. I don't know where they get these people from.
He's a reliever, right?
He is a reliever, yeah. I swear, I think they just get these people off the street and say, hey, you want to come for the New York Mets? I'll give you like $1 million. Okay, bet. Let's go.
You don't have to have any baseball background.
Exactly. Hey, listen, I'll pay you $1 million. Come pitch for the Mets because they suck. Okay, boom. Sean Manaea, definitely staying. Nolan McLean, staying. Peterson, staying. Brooks Raley, staying. Tyler Rogers, gone. Gregory Soto, gone. Brandon Sproat, staying. Ryan Stanek, get off the team and hit a play in the Cabo. I never want to see you ever again. Jonah Tong, definitely is probably going to start in AAA, but he'll probably be here eventually. Torrens and Alvarez are staying. Luis Acuna is definitely probably going to get traded. Look, I mean, think about it. They have Acuna, Beatty, Vientos, Mauricio. They have 4 infielders. Somebody's going to go. Which one of those 4 is going to go? I don't know. Alonso, I don't even know what's going to happen with him because he's going to opt out, so he may be in or out. I'm just going to say he's out for right now because David Stearns is probably not going to pay him the money he wants. Brett Beatty is probably going to be staying unless he gets traded. Lindor is staying with his contract. Mauricio, questionable. McNeil probably going to go. Is probably going to go because, again,
he's old now.
He's
right?
old, and he's gone because we have so many young prospects, infielders. So he's gone. Vientos is staying. Marte is gone. Cedric Mullins, please get off this team right now. I don't know why we traded for you. Go back to Baltimore or go on vacation. Nemo's going to stay because we gave him that large, astronomically large contract, which did not need to be given to him. Jose Ziri, please go away. Juan Soto is obviously going to stay. So the amount of people I said that are going to be gone, that is half the 2025 MLB Mets roster for the season.
I love how we said we're going to talk about this the entire time, and we talked about this the entire time.
We did, because right now that's the talk of the town. I mean, with the Yankees, they're doing the opposite of what the Mets are doing, which is winning. That's they're doing the opposite. The opposite. The Mets,
they're winning, but like they're not winning a lot.
Okay, but they're in a wild card though. The Mets are like I think the Yankees are what, 88 wins. The Mets have
88 wins, 68 losses. Talking about the Mets for a second. I mean the Yankees for a second. Giancarlo Stanton the other day, he hit his 450th career.
There you go.
Run. That was great game.
At least there's some positive things, you know.
They have some positive things.
Not as much negative things as the Mets.
No, but the question is, what are they going to keep? You think they're going to keep Stanton, or you think they're going to let him go? Because he's
on that mega contract.
He's on that mega contract, but he is dangerous for the Yankees because he always gets hurt.
He does, and that was something that Aaron Boone said. You know, he's trying to figure out how can he stay healthy for a full 162. You know,
he can never stay healthy the entire season. Now, don't get me wrong, he's played since like a couple weeks before the All-Star break.
Right.
He has 30 home runs or like 25. He's still a phenomenal player. It's just like he constantly gets hurt.
He does.
And how are they going to prevent that? Because it's something that they have to look into doing.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah.
They definitely do. It's so funny. I wish I could talk positive about my team like you are. I don't even know. It's more negatives than positives, really.
Now, let's talk about the Giants for a second. Then you want?
Oh my lord, the Giants. It's the same thing with the Mets. There's nothing really positive to talk about. Both New York teams suck, by the way. I mean, both football
teams.
Just
talk about how they couldn't even win a game against the Chiefs this weekend. I mean,
you're back to square one. You're literally back to square one with that.
I don't understand how you can't win a game against the Kansas City Chiefs, who were 2-0, or what were they, 3-0? They were 2-0. No, 0-2.
0-2. 0-2.
They're 0-2 when going into this game, and the Giants were also 0-2 though. So, like, I mean, all these New York football teams got to figure out what they're doing, because
they definitely do.
They don't know. They physically do not know how to play football. It's like they just.
You're back to square one.
The quarterback's throwing the ball. No one's receiving the ball. It's like you're just throwing the ball, and the ball's thrown into open air, literally.
Oh man, nah, but definitely, yeah. I mean, with the Jets and Giants, where do you even start with them? I mean, both teams are 0-3, and oh man,
I think it's a jinx of MetLife Stadium, to be honest.
It might be. I mean,
because when they go on the road, sometimes they win.
Yeah, well, I don't know who they face, but they got to get a win like now. Like 0-4 to start the season. I mean, I don't know what's worse, being a Mets fan or being a fan of the Giants or Jets.
I think being a Jets fan is worse, honestly.
Oh, definitely, because you haven't made the postseason in a while.
No, you haven't made the postseason since the 80s.
One last thing before we get off here with the Mets real quick. And this is a mind-boggling stat, by the way, mind you. I took this off Twitter. The Mets are 0-66 when trailing after 8 innings this season. Let that sink in for a second. 0-66 when trailing in the 8th inning.
So even if you're losing 1-0.
You're telling me all season the Mets cannot win a game while trailing in the 8th inning. And that's the worst record ever. You have people that can win after the 8th inning, but 0-66? Wow. Are you kidding me?
Welcome to New York baseball, everyone.
Oh, and then also one last thing. When the Mets are losing by 8 runs, you ever heard the song Pink Pony Club?
Yes.
They have Mr. and Mrs. Met standing in the crowd, going like this, dancing.
Yeah, they got to stop doing that.
They're like, Pink Pony Club.
They really got to stop
They got to stop doing that.
All right, on that note, that is the end of Beyond the Scoreboard for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Chris, next week, maybe we'll have some better news.
Well, I hope so, because I really want the Mets to make the postseason, but it's all in God's hands now.
We'll have to see. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
City and proud alum. If you're looking for a career in media, Iona is the place to be. From internships to real-world experience, Iona's media program is unprecedented. Take it from an industry professional who made it in the biz.
Now back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.